Okay, that really wasn't my proudest night, but I guess it worked. I had a number of cars coming by. I'm pretty sure the park guys saw me, but for whatever reason left me alone, so I appreciate that. Basically, I ran out of daylight last night. I was hoping to get off 41. That wasn't going to work, and this seemed like kind of the best option. I did talk to the general store over here and see if there was a place where I could stay there. They weren't really encouraging that, so I came over here. Had cars pulling in until at least 10 o'clock at night. It rained this morning and mosquitoes were atrocious. I was basically so nervous when I got here, I didn't even change. I wore just my soggy, sweaty clothes the entire night because I was sure somebody was going to show up and tell me to get going. But survived the night, and I'm gonna go see if I can get some coffee, use the bathroom, and fill up my water at that restaurant, and then I'm booking it for the trail. Yay, morning water stop. So for the record, just past Tippy's, there's a dirt road that probably would have been better. But, you know, I really didn't want to be on this road after dark. And even from where I was, I could hear people hitting the bump strips kind of often. So, here's what it is. Okay, well, I've had quite enough of the 41. Here's Loop Road. Well, today could be going a little better. Stopped to tape a blister on the side of the road, and when I was straightening up, did something to my lower back. So it's hurting kind of bad. Damn it. And now the road's flooded. So I'm still moving. My back's gotten a little better, but it's still really painful in my lower back. So we'll see. I may try and pull over a little bit early today. See if it's better tomorrow. Here I am. This is the original southern terminus of the Florida Trail. Now it's kind of the end of the Keys Everglades Roadwalk. As you can see, it's going to be wet the entire way, it looks like. There is absolutely nothing here, just the road. Okay, so just down the road there is this area. I'm currently debating whether I want to push on to the first camp or just stay here for the night. Okay, so I decided to stop for the night. I still had about 2.5 hours of daylight, but the trail was going to be flooded and my only option was to make it another 3 miles if I was going to be able to camp at Frog Hammock. And quite frankly, my foot is killing me and my back is killing me. It hurts anytime I have to stop and lower the pack or lift the pack. So I'm just really going to hope it's better tomorrow. But it sucks getting old, apparently. So another less than ideal night. So I got to the 18-mile mark. I'm to the start of the Robert Lakes Trail, and I decided, okay, I'm just going to stop early. Well, okay. Had cars coming by. I'm not really in a legal spot. This is a permit area and there's a park bench. I found a place to throw my tent up. A few cars came by, none of them bothered me. I had the fly up, so they were quiet when they came by me. I think it was mostly just people who saw there's a kiosk on the other side of this permit area parking lot and they were thinking it was something. Same thing I did when I got here. And then middle of the night, I wake up and I'm being bit by something. Turns out there were ants swarming into my tent. I had my food in a bag right here, and I just kind of fold over the op sack. I didn't have it sealed real well, and the cheese looked like that was what had attracted them. And they were just everywhere. I ended up using some of my bathroom wipes, cleaning up as well as I could, killing a bunch of them by hand, and then sleeping reverse, so my feet were up here and my head was down there, inside the sleeping bag, just to avoid the worst of it. But yeah. So as far as today, I'm 8 miles and change away from Oasis, which is the official start of the Florida Trail. This is the part that I've been excited for. However, my back is kind of problematic right at the moment. So I'm just going to see. I'm going to set out. I need to at least make Oasis today. My cousin Umut's going to meet me there, and then I make the decision to continue right away and just kind of hopefully be able to deal with the pain if it's not getting any worse. Or I get a ride into Miami and basically rest up for a couple of days till my back's better, and then I have to figure out how to get back out to Oasis. Sucks, but we'll see. So this is the start of the Robert Lakes Trail. You can see that blue blaze there. And yeah, on the plus side, I don't have to worry about not having enough water to filter, I guess. I'm trying Crocs for this, so we'll see how this works. I'm still wearing my socks because my feet were a little beat up by the road walk, and they're kind of painful on the bottom of the rubber, so I figure I'll sacrifice a pair of socks to the water. Well, this is certainly different. Water's about 2/3 the way up my calf at the deep spot there. There were stories from a week or two ago, well, I guess it was around the 1st, of water getting hip deep, and this being the deepest it's been since 1998, I think was what the ranger said. But supposedly the water has receded a little bit. So, supposed to be able to make it work at knee deep. So the water is cool but not cold. Footing's not bad. You know, I've used these Crocs before when I did buckskin, which was, I think, like 50 miles walking through the water. So far, the worst thing is I'm always looking down, trying to make sure my footing's good and just keep an eye out for snakes. I keep running into spider webs, and I don't really know if the spiders out here are something you have to worry about, but considering the number of other poisonous species, they probably are. So I'm just, oh, see, there's another. So I'm just trying to split my attention a little bit. So the initial part wasn't too bad. I'm about 2 miles in now after, an hour and a half, hour 45. But it's slow going. I mean, you can see it's not super deep here. I can see a little fish and some other things. But it's muddy, and there's all these holes I keep sliding into, so I really got to watch my footing. If I don't pay attention, I'm going to end up going down and getting things soaked. This is going to be a long day. So I made it to Frog Camp, about 3.5 miles, 3.2 if you believe this sign, 3.5 if you believe gut hooks. It's been slow going, especially in the wide open spots because there's been these holes and this tendency to kind of like slide around in the mud. So I'll be doing pretty good if I just make it to Oasis by the time they close today. So this is what works as a campsite back here. There are dry and wet patches, but probably could have set up right here. Oh well, I'm glad I stopped where I did yesterday. Well, I was warned this middle section gets a little rough, and sure enough, I managed to get off trail. I'm heading towards where Gut Hooks shows the trail. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to aim north and deal with what comes. Lots of spiders and spider webs. Okay, I've been having to crawl. I just busted my umbrella, which is sticking up off the back. Almost lost my food bag. And now the water is getting up to shorts level. So this is above my knee. This is kind of rough. Water's just about knee height. It has gotten mid-thigh at times. There's Oasis up ahead. Time to take a bit of a break and this mud really sucks through this section. Anyway, time to take a few days off and let my back recover.